Hey guys, so as I promised my hubby, we're doing the husband tag. Legally we're not married, but we've been together, so common law, you know what that means. But I wanted to do the husband tag, and he's drinking my protein drink because, you know, he says he doesn't like the diet stuff. But he drinks it anyway. All right, so we're gonna do the 19 questions. Babe, introduce yourself.
I'm Tony.
This is Tony. I'm Sue Lady VSG. Welcome for anyone who is new, and welcome back to all my current subscribers. Today is May 5th, 2019. So here's the first question. How did we meet? Thank you.
We met off an internet dating site called Plenty of Fish, aka POF. Yeah, pretty much I messaged her, you know, a couple of smooth one-liners like, oh, hey, I see you were into this and that, and I'm into it too, blah, blah, blah. You talk to her or text her. And she was more of a meter and greeter kind of person, so we decided to meet up, and rest was history.
Yep. From the first night. Who was interested first?
She was, because she bought me Starbucks.
Excuse me?
After dinner, she buy.
That's
if
a
she
lie.
Listen, if a lady buys you coffee after dinner and she's paying for it, that means she wants to know more about who you are. So, yeah.
All right, so that's a lie because he messaged me first on POF, so technically he was interested first.
Yeah, but who agreed to seal the deal first? Like,
Me, but it was no, it was actually a two-part thing.
And she got mad jealous with the barista who was serving the coffee.
He
like,
was gay.
no, he will have his coffee a certain way. Like, oh, that's how I knew it was a wrap. It was done.
Crazy. Okay, on to the next question.
Uh-huh.
How long have we been together?
So over 5 years, close to 5.5 years.
December makes 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
What attracted you to each other? You can answer that first.
I'm curious to hear what you guys say, though.
Come on, just tell me.
That is. Alright, for everybody who's got kids who's watching this, she's gonna edit out that part. Whoever has got kids and watching this, what attracted me first, beyond obviously the facial features and, you know, the body and everything, because, you know, I look at that first, the first thing you see before anyone opens their mouth, was that on her profile she wrote in complete sentences, proper spelling, proper punctuation, and she fleshed out her ideas. It wasn't just like a, yo, this is what I'm looking for, what's up, hit me up. Like, nah, it was like, hey, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I'm into, blah, 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 blah. So knowing that she was articulate enough to actually hold a like, I knew I'd be able to hold a conversation, even if it wasn't going to go anywhere, was enough for me to say, okay, yeah, let me holler, let me drop in the DMs. So
for me, he's 6'4".
No, 6'3", 6'3".
Okay, 6'3". Same shit, right? Same shit. So he's tall, dark, and handsome.
The ring light's making me washed out, though.
I don't care about the ring light. We need some light.
Yet.
But he's obviously very handsome. I keeps it real. He looks good to me. Very sexy. Tall, dark, and handsome. Look at that little face. But no, again, the way he articulated himself, we have a very good sense of humors. Our sense of humors, even though they're a little different, they complement one another. So we laughed a lot. And I think one thing he mentioned is that I laughed at his jokes. She
took a joke. She was telling me something, and you know how you are when you're on a first date and you trying to impress the other person. So she said something like, I know my defaults, and I'm a tech guy, I work in tech.
Smart ass.
And whenever someone says defaults, I think of settings. Like you go to file menu, I'm like, oh, so you know your settings, then you go file menu, like what, like Photoshop? And instead of her either looking at me confused or feeling like, how dare, mind you, we we had just met 20 minutes before, and I'm cracking a joke on what she just said. She took it, laughed with it, and rolled with it. It wasn't like, oh, who you think you is? Or the worst part would have been like, huh? What you mean?
Right over the head. Okay, why would you even go out with somebody who's like, oh. Anyway.
I've got war stories. Anyway.
We laugh a lot together, and we kind of crack the same jokes. We're thinking the same shit. Like, if we're walking around and we see something funny, we look at each other and we're already laughing. So we have the same type of inside jokes. And the sense of humor really, I feel, is something that we share. Next question. What do you love and appreciate about each other the most?
Alright, so I'm going to go first. What I love about her the most is she's very, in addition to being very intelligent and very well spoken, well mannered, she supports me. And what I mean by that is she doesn't go around with the whole, you know, oh, whatever my man says and does is, you know, like, it's gospel. Like, she checks me when I have to be checked, and she also encourages me when I need encouragement, and when I need a word of wisdom or some kind of advice, or I need to make sense of something, she usually comes through with a, you know, a statement that says, okay, this is what I see, or this is what you should take into account before you proceed, blah, blah, blah. On top of that, she's great with kids. She's great with my kids. She's great with her own. She's great with ours. And that's a big deal, because when you're with somebody who understands and appreciates the fact that you also have your own responsibilities and you have your own baggage that you're coming into the relationship with, that's a big deal. That's not very it's not very common.
Thank you. All right, so there's a lot to appreciate about him.
Oh, go on.
He's a phenomenal dad. Phenomenal. Like, he does everything. For example, our daughter goes to swim classes on Saturdays. I work currently every Saturday, and he takes her every Saturday to swim class. Then after that, go to the library for a few hours. He doesn't mind being at a park for a few hours. Like, he does all of that stuff. He washes dishes, he cleans clothes, he helps.
I don't fold them though. I clean them.
He will walk out with the iron running behind him. However, I
don't do none of that.
He's very helpful, and he really does his part to help. Like, I'm going to school full time. I work full time. He does a lot. I can't complain ever about that he's lazy or doesn't do things. He absolutely does things, especially if I need to rest or if I need my beauty sleep.
I do game a lot though.
Who cares? Like, I don't really care about it because he's home. Like, it's fine with me. It doesn't bother me. And if I tell him get off because I need you to do something for real, he doesn't hesitate. He doesn't let the passion he has for playing video games a few hours a night, he doesn't let that deter him from doing what he has to do as a man. So that doesn't bother me. Because, you know, if it was a hobby that interrupted his family time or his responsibilities, that's a different story, but there's none of that problem. He is a good family man. He is a great conversationalist. He takes care of the family as far as not only monetary but emotionally, physically supportive. He's everything.
Go on. Who is this man you speak of?
My man. He's my man. I have no complaints. He, you know, we all have our flaws, but his great qualities surpass any of the little things that I overlook. And I think there's vice versa. We both have our flaws, but I think we both collectively have better high quality. Yeah, it's outweighs completely.
Because there's no such thing as a perfect couple, and there's no such thing as a perfect partner, and there's no such thing as a partner that completes you in everything. Like, you know, that's not.
You complete me.
Well, no, I mean, but like what I mean by that is people who go into relationships with a codependency mindset and feel that their other is going to make up what they're missing or the character deficiencies that they have. That's not exactly true. They, you know, it may fill up a little bit, but you gotta be who you are on your own as well.
Absolutely. All right. What do you think the biggest differences are between us?
I get up early, and you have a strong relationship with the alarms.
Love hate.
You like folding clothes. I hate that part.
I do that Mary Kondo stuff once in a while. But then it only lasts 1 or 2 days because then his shit is all over the place.
What else? What else?
I could say a couple differences.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have different tastes in music. I'm saying we like a lot of the music. Like once in a while, his EDM I could deal with.
You deal with? You be asking for me to put it on.
But that's what I'm saying. I can't hear it every fucking day.
When you asking the DJ to put something on, that's not
like,
dealing
babe,
with
put
it.
your music on.
That's
put your
like
music
say,
on.
yo, I'm trying to hear that. Let's bump it.
But we do have some similarity. Like I can listen to salsa and Spanish music all day, and he's like more like if he's feeling it. You know what I mean? Some differences. There's not a whole.
There's a height difference.
I'm 5'4", 6'3". There's a height difference.
I'm in the middle of a match.
If I want to hide something,
baby, it's something on top of the cabinet.
No, look. If I want to hide something in the kitchen, all I have to do is put it where his knees are.
I can't see nothing below my knees.
No. Sometimes like, where you got that from? Oh, it was in the fridge. What? It was a fridge. Yeah, it's been there for a week.
Also, she wants to hide food for me. Put it in something labeled sugar-free, diet, light.
I put it in a box.
I won't even look at it.
In a box of cabbage or something.
There you go. Box of Brussels sprouts. It's safe.
But if it says chocolate peanut butter milkshake, it's over.
Anything that says chocolate.
But he likes my Premier Protein shakes when I make it into a chocolate peanut butter smoothie.
Yes.
But I don't make it the healthy version for him. He has like the chocolate version.
The word sister.
With the Trader Joe's Ultimate Chocolate.
Word sister.
All right. How do you feel about surgery at first? And how do you feel about it now? Be honest.
All right, so I was very apprehensive to the idea of surgery for a variety of reasons. Number one, I felt like it was the easy way out versus, putting in the work of going to the gym and, sticking with a diet. I'm no one to talk because I got a little spare tire. But anyway, that was my main impression. That's number one. Number two, I had 2 friends who passed away due to complications that resulted from lap band surgery. So I didn't want that obviously to happen to her. And I didn't want to introduce that risk factor. So those are my 2 main
reasons you didn't like it.
2 main withdrawals. Oh boy. Hi.
Baba, where did you put my present?
Alright, so I had 2 friends who passed away because of lap band complications. I didn't want her to deal with complications. I thought that was a risk factor I wasn't willing to take. When obviously I'm gonna support her after having seen that she did the research and after having her explain what the procedures were, what the likely side effects would be, and what the benefits were of getting it done. I got on board and I was like, all right, cool. I'll support it with hesitations, but I'll support it anyway. So now it's been almost 2 months since the surgery took place. I can say that, yeah, I can see why, why people rave about it. I can definitely see the benefits. It's drastic. I'll be honest with you. It's real drastic, and it's life changing, not just for the person undergoing it, but for everyone, the immediate family. Because now you have to be considerate of what they're eating, what they're doing, how they're feeling, and be ready to help if they need it. Like if she needs water or she needs to, go spit or something like that because she ate something and is not feeling right or going down right. Like I gotta be able to help support in that area. But other than that, I support her decision to do it, and I'm supportive of the results that she's gotten because of it. So
He's real supportive of the results.
yeah, ain't gonna lie, kind of.
All right. Can you briefly describe the surgery I got? You know the name of it?
VSG, something gastrectomy, vasectomy,
What? Vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Can you describe?
vaginal. I mean, I don't know.
He's horrible.
Alright, so basically they chopped out a part of her stomach, sewed it back up, made sure it didn't leak, and then told her, alright, this is it for the rest of your life.
Great job, babe. I'm proud of you. Is there anything different between us since I lost weight?
I can't say because kids are probably watching,
Just
but
come on.
anyway. Okay, so the things that changed in terms of what happened, her differences now after she's gotten the surgery are an increase of intimacy, and my food bill is going way down because she just can't eat as much anymore. And there's a certain level of health consciousness in the house which wasn't there before. The reason being is now I get to look at what I'm eating and saying, okay, do I want to put this in my body? She eats a lot more healthy foods, like leafy green veggies and things like that. She's eating salads all the time, so that I'm constantly seeing that in the fridge, and that starts to plant the seed in my head, like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should, instead of getting a burger at lunch, maybe let me go grab a salad instead with chicken in it. You know what I mean? Because she's now in a part of a gym, because she has to be. Now I'm part of a gym. So
My son too.
yeah, and of course our daughter. So like everybody is becoming more aware of eating right, exercising, taking care of their body. So that's been a major change.
Yeah. Obviously I'm losing a lot of weight. I've lost 64 pounds or so since February 1st because I did 26 pounds prior to the surgery and 36 or so pounds after surgery. Absolutely have more energy, more stamina. He's more touchy-feely, a lot more. So he's always been the type of slap my ass type of guy. However, stop it. However, he's just more excessive with it, which is fine with me. And that's really it. Same thing. Let's see here. Do you have... Oh, what do you think about how I eat now?
I mean, it's good. It's good. So that's what I think of it. It's a little annoying because it's like she'll eat like one leaf of lettuce and 2 shreds of beef and be like, "Oh, I'm full." I'm like, "You got a whole plate."
Gives them an excuse to eat more food off my plate.
Nah, no, I'm learning to chill all that. But in terms of what she's eating, I highly support the choices she's making, and it's helping me to make better choices too.
Yeah, he hasn't seen me eat any like food from like Burger King.
Greasy foods, none of that. Just like straight up whatever she's cooking, that's it.
Let's see here. Do you have any concerns about our relationship going forward?
I honestly don't, and I don't say that because I'm cocky, yeah, whatever. I honestly don't see this being detrimental to our relationship, so.
Is there anything you're looking forward to when I get to my goal weight? I know one thing he's always said he wanted to do.
What?
Pick me up.
Oh yeah, big time. Can't do that yet.
Not yet. He tries and I'm just like, you gonna break your back, then do it.
Then again, I gotta go to the gym more, so I think we'll meet midway.
Maybe. What do you think about do you think I'm committed to a healthier life? Why or why not?
Yeah, I think you are. You were showing signs of commitment before the surgery, so she went on a
21.
She went on a pre-op diet, and then she went on a pre-op diet, and then she's been on a diet. This is the longest I've seen her consistent with it ever. And I would say we're going into our officially 4th month of this way of life, this way of eating. This is way longer than I've ever seen, so I believe she's committed to it.
Absolutely. What are your thoughts on when people comment that I have to feel better since losing weight? Like, oh, you must feel better.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Oh.
That's like saying, oh, your bills must be getting paid because you got money. Obviously. I mean, you know. Anyway, moving on.
What have you learned so far from all of this, if anything?
I think I learned having to support your partner while undergoing something this life-changing and life-transforming definitely calls you higher as an individual. Because you got to think about what they're going through, and you got to make sure that you're holding steady. Because, like, for example, when she was in Mexico to get her surgery done, it was me holding down the fort with our daughter, and I had to make sure that any little fears and concerns that I had were not being projected onto our daughter. And I had to make sure that, you know, I keep the environment, the home environment, a certain way so she can focus on getting and staying healthy. So it definitely caused me to change how I see and do things.
All right. What would you say if someone came up to you and said they didn't think I should have gotten the surgery or they don't agree with it?
I respect everybody's opinions, but the reality is she researched it. She felt that this was the best thing for her to do, and she's happy with the results. So
if they don't like it, they can go suck it.
Okay. For the kids that are watching, yeah, listen, you know, her decision did not harm anybody or hurt anybody. She researched it. She did what she had to do, and it's helping her. So at the end of the day, everyone has to make their own choice about what's right for them. That's it.
Do you have any advice for fellow VSG hubbies?
Oh. So, I mean, I guess, you know, you're going to go through mixed emotions. You're going to go through a bit of fear because this is surgery that, you know, that your partner is going through. You're going to go through, you're going to go through mixed emotions because you're going to feel like, oh man, you know, surgery, really? What I learned, most importantly, is just be supportive. Try to do like your own research. If you can't, like, I didn't research it that much, to be very honest with you. She did all the research, and because I'm the type of person, like, you gotta say what you gotta say in 5 sentences or less, she hit me up with like, these are boom, 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 and that's it. I'm like, okay, if you are okay with it, you've done your research, I'm supportive of it. So that's the best advice I can give. Like, research if you can, be supportive, and try to eat a little healthier too. Try to, you know, show that, run the race a little bit with them. You're not going to go through what they're going through, but you can show your support that way.
Last question. What do you think about me making YouTube videos?
I mean, again, it's about personal decisions, personal opinions. You know, this is how you give back to other people who may need the help. This is how you're helping, you know, society or whatever, and I support it.
So that's us in a nutshell, and that is my hubby tag. I'm not really going to nominate anyone for this. I just wanted to do it. However, I just wanted to do the husband tag because he promised, and he's the best.
And I got a haircut, so
Yeah,
I feel camera ready.
I like it. Anyway, thank you, babe, for doing this with me. I love you. And thanks. Maybe you'll see him more on my channel. Who knows? I think so. Bye.
Nope.